Corey White here with another day in the life of an EHS professional. Today, I'm going to specifically talk about being an EHS consultant and how I communicate with my clients. So, EHS managers out there, this might be a good way for you to consider how to communicate with your management team as well. So, the first thing that I do is I have a monthly safety meeting with my clients. So, in here, we're talking about what we're going to be working on next month, what we worked on the previous month, and sort of any action items or help that I need from them. An example of that might be, looking at sort of audit findings that we had from the previous month's audit findings, and maybe the action items for the next month we could sort of assign and figure out the game plan for that. So that monthly sort of cadence is enough time for people to get things done without taking up too much of their precious time meetings. No one likes meetings. But at the same time, it provides accountability to get that stuff done, right? They know, oh, shoot, the next meeting is coming up. I need to make sure to get this done. So that's the first way I do it. The second way I do it is I actually do a quarterly on-site review. So EHS managers, you're on site most of the time. So this doesn't necessarily apply to you, but on a quarterly basis, I go and visit my clients, quarterly basis at a minimum. I go and visit my clients. So they're seeing me face to face. The employees are seeing me face to face, right? And there's just kind of that safety presence there. In my area, right, I'm making sure that management is heavily involved in safety because as an EHS consultant, I can't take control and ownership of safety for the organization. It's got to be that management team. EHS manager, same thing. If safety is all on your shoulders and not on your management team's shoulders as well, that's something where maybe on a quarterly basis, you're doing like a walkthrough with the management team or something like that to teach them, what to be looking for, kind of coaching them on how to be their own EHS professional. When I'm on site, those are the things I'm doing. I'm going on walkthroughs with the clients, with the management team. I'm talking to them face to face and just kind of teaching them, right, kind of the things that I know and the best practices. The third way is using some sort of software that you can use to communicate. The software that I use specifically is Proact EHS, and I'm going to show you a little demonstration of how I use that to communicate with my clients. So here is the Proact EHS sort of software, and in here I'm going to come into admin settings. So in admin settings, I can take a look and assign certain things in there to other people that have access to the system. So overall, here from analytics and above, only general users have access to that. If you're an admin, then you'd have access to this other stuff. So I can add a bunch of different action items or trainings or toolbox talks, or I can assign forms to people all through the system. And what this does is it holds people accountable, and it gives me an easy way to track, sort of the action items or the assignments. So when you have multiple clients, when you have like 10 clients, right, it's really hard to keep track of all of that in your head or in a spreadsheet. So here at a glance, I can take a look at all of that. So here you can see that I have actions. These actions I've assigned to people, and then you can see that I have 3 assigned and none of them have been closed out. Toolbox talks, again, I can come in here and assign toolbox talks to employees or to managers. I can also come in here and create custom forms as well. So I can create a hot work permit, for example, or fall protection, ladder inspection. And then from there, I can come in here and actually assign those forms to certain people. So I assign most of these things to myself to give you a working example of what that looks like. So if I were to come to the dashboard here, you would see that, okay, I've been assigned contractor training, right? Imagine myself as an employee now, right? I've been assigned contractor training. I have to perform this monthly safety audit, and I have to perform the annual inspection for the lockout tagout procedures. So, these are sort of assignments that I've been assigned or forms that have been assigned that I need to complete, right? And the EHS manager in the admin settings would be able to sort of keep track of the status of those. And then there's the actions here. So as an action, I've been assigned, there's a machine guarding issue and shredder one. I can go in there and close that out. And again, the EHS manager here can come in here, take a look and say, all right, okay, the machine guarding issue on shredder 1 has been completed. And you can kind of go and double check after that. So this is by far the easiest way when you're working remotely or when you have multiple sites or multiple clients. This is the easiest way by far to keep track of everything, making sure that your clients truly are 100% compliant. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.